I'm here in Moldova by this pretty impressive building here, which was the State Circus, which was opened, I think built in 1981, opened in 1982, and is now in disrepair. I think it looks like it started some project for renovation back in 2014, but that seems to have like fallen into nothing because it's basically abandoned but pretty locked up. And it was funded by the USSR Circus Fund, which apparently was a thing, and it's a very impressive building. There was kind of a lot of conflict between Moscow and the people who were designing it here in Moldova at the time it was built, but a very impressive building, and I will include some shots of it as we go around it. Okay, so I don't know where we are, but abandoned places. Apparently there's something cool here. I'm not entirely sure because I'm kind of here just by myself, like walking up abandoned buildings, which perhaps isn't the wisest decision of my life, but here we are. So let's see what we can find anyway. So I walked up those and I saw this. I'm not sure how you get in there. It doesn't look like there's any stairs, but it does look kind of cool. Couple issues. One, ice everywhere, which isn't very easy to manage. Two, not sufficiently caffeinated. Could probably manage that better. And three, everything is like, it's a little bit more decrepit than I'd like it to be, especially given the fact that I'm here by myself. No one knows where I am and I don't know the emergency services number. So we're being a little bit more cautious than usual for that reason, but hopefully we can find a way in. Well, there are stairs. How safe is a different question. But we're going up and we'll see what we can find. We're now on the roof and I'm out of breath. Interesting. This feels like a bad idea. Or is it? Come up there and look at this. An old observatory. This is cool. So this is an abandoned observatory which was actually opened in the Soviet era as part of a kind of Pioneers Palace program that they had, which was to show kids basically the cosmos, and they learnt from professors, and it was supposed to be this kind of really useful program, after school program type thing for kids. And even after the Soviet Union collapsed and Moldova became independent, it still carried on running for a little while, and then public support kind of stopped or whatever, and the funding dried up and it has ended up abandoned, which is kind of a shame, but it's also really cool that it's still here. Any moment we should be able to see the National Hotel, which is an abandoned hotel like right in the center of the capital, which is really strange, but I can see it. It's quite cool. And there it is, the very abandoned Hotel National, just in the center of the town. A few abandoned buildings to the side of it. but like quite insane that it's here in the middle of the town, prime real estate in Bristol, my hometown. There is no way on earth you would find this just abandoned. So these areas behind me, I'll show you better in a moment, are fountains. So it was obviously a pretty luxurious hotel. It was opened in 1974, I believe, and was part of the In-Tourist Soviet hotel network and was quite luxurious. It had shops, it had restaurants, it had everything that you could possibly want. And it's located here on this busy square. And as you can see, it's pretty spectacular now, totally abandoned. So these were the fountains back in the day. You can see the pipes down there, and then that would have obviously let up to these beautiful, big, grand opening to the hotel. I'm not sure if you can get in. It looks pretty decaying and probably not all that safe. So I'm going to have a little wander around and see if there's anything worth showing you, but there might not be. Okay, so we can't go in, but you can see a section here, very kind of luxurious floor. I presume those would be the lifts. Looks quite cool. Looks like it would not be a very safe space to explore though. This may seem like I'm in a very strange place, but there's a reason why I'm here, and the reason is, look at this epic Soviet apartment building. So that concludes my adventures in Chișinău, the capital of Moldova, one of the least visited countries in Europe, and a really spectacular place to go and explore. Really enjoyed my time there. Recommend you take a trip. There's tons of exciting stuff to do and the people were absolutely lovely.